guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the top 5 beginner calisthenic movements that you need to learn. Let's jump right into it. The first movement we're going to be learning is a squat. So we're going to take our feet, bring them right about shoulder width apart, and we're going to squat down as far as we can comfortably. All right? So squat down and back up, just like that. Now when you're looking from the front angle, you want to watch your knees and make sure they're not caving inwards as we're squatting. So we're pushing the top portion of our legs outward. So we do not want to do this as we squat. We want to push our legs out and squat down. When we're talking about our lower half of our legs, we're talking about the flexibility within our ankles. Okay, so ankle mobility. And that is also a factor when we squat to get this extreme angle. You might feel it in the front of your leg right here a little bit. Pressure. That's all right. You might just have to stretch it out a little bit more. But eventually, you should be able to squat with your heels on the ground in this comfortable position and back up. Now you may have to progress to a squat, and that's completely okay. You could take a seat, like a bench seat, or any flat surface you may have, and we're just gonna practice. So we're gonna stand up, feet are still shoulder width apart like they were before, and squat down. And then try to push ourselves back up. Now eventually we could sit lower and lower, and we could also bring ourselves to a wall or a pole and work on it that way. All right, so we're gonna come to a rig or a pole, anything you have really, even a wall will work. You're going to grab onto it with your hands. Again, feet are shoulder width apart. You're gonna hang on to it as you squat down. If you could only squat to here, perfectly okay. Use it to stand back up. But eventually we want to be able to squat all the way down and back up. Eventually we're going to squat down, take our hands away and balance, and then we could use it to stand back up if we need to. But eventually, just use it as a guide. All right, the next movement we're going to talk about is a pull-up. So you do need a bar for this. And all we're going to do to start with is hang on the bar. That alone is actually much tougher than people think. So if you could just hang on the bar, you're doing better than a lot of people. So to start, all we're gonna do, jump on the bar and work on our grip strength. Grab onto the bar and just hang. And after we can hang comfortably, we're gonna hang and pull ourselves up into a basic pull-up. Since this video is the top 5 beginner calisthenic skills, I'm not going to show the full progressions to get your first pull-up, but I can make a whole separate video on that. So if that's something you want to see, make sure you leave it in the comments down below. The next movement that we're going to be discussing is a push-up. All right, so we are going to come on our hands and knees, and our hands are going to be right underneath our shoulders. Our feet are going to be stretched out behind us like so. Your stomach is in, so your belly button is going towards your spine. Head is in a neutral position. We're going to push up down, keeping our body off the ground, and push back. So from a front view, again, hands are underneath our shoulders. Go down and up. Now, if we're not able to do a full push-up yet, completely fine. We can keep our knees on the ground, all right, just like so. So your body still wants to be straight. You don't want your butt like this and do push-ups like that. That's not really gonna help much. You want your butt flat and do push-ups like this. That's the goal. And then eventually you could push up to the full position. The next movement we're going to be talking about is a knee up, or eventually this will turn into an L-sit or a toes to bar on the bar, okay? But we're going to start on the floor. So you're going to lay back, hands down by your sides. You want to keep your belly button as much as you can down towards the ground, all right? And you're going to bring your knees up to your chest and back down. Now, if you can keep your legs straight and go in the L position, that's even better. If you feel pressure in your low back, you could also take your hands and bring it underneath your lower back and do that as well. And last but not least, I'm going to be showing you some dips on parallel bars. So as you can see, this is an attachment on the rig, but parallel bars are in a lot of parks that you could go to outside, or you could even find 2 chairs next to each other to work on your dips. So elbows are going to be in towards our body, hands on the bars. We are going to jump up, all right, feet off the ground, and just hold ourselves up right here, if that's all we can do right now. After we can hold ourselves up, the next step is dipping all the way down. So you want to dip all the way down and back up. And there you have it. That was my top 5 skills that you need to learn right now as a beginner in calisthenics. Now, I could break down each movement a lot more than I did in this video, but for the sake of time, in this video, I just showed you what moves you need to learn. If you'd like a breakdown on each specific movement that I showed you in this video, make sure you leave a comment down below, and I'll be sure to do a video on how to get your first pull-up, how to get your first dip, how to get your first push-up, how to get your first squat, and so on. If you enjoyed this video and I hope it helps with your calisthenics skills, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching.